Alright, all like the title suggests. In today's video, we're going to be taking a look at the AOC U2790VQ 27-inch 4K display. I'm going to be running down through the specs of this monitor and what it offers you. And we're going to do an unboxing and see what all comes in and see how the assembly process is on this monitor. Let me roll an intro and we'll get into the video. Alright all, like I said in the intro, in today's video we're going to be taking a look at a monitor. It's an AOC U2790VQ 27-inch 4K display. I'm going to flip you over here and we're going to go through Newegg's site like I normally do because they have a little bit better spec sheet than most sites do. We're going to run down through the specs, see what this monitor offers you, then I'm going to do an unboxing and show you what all comes in your box. 790VQ 27-inch 4K. It is 3840 by 2160 pixel. It's a UHD LD monitor. It is an IPS. It does have a 5 millisecond response time. It's got 1 billion plus colors. It's 20 million to 1 smart contrast ratio. It does have a display port and 2 HDMI ports, and it does have a base mount to it. And here's some of the highlights that Newegg's got listed on this thing for you. 27-inch 4K UHD 3840 by 2160 pixels, which is 4K. It's a UHD LED monitor, an IPS monitor with wide viewing angles, and produces over 1 billion colors for rich details. It is 3-side frameless design, ideal for seamless multi-monitor setups. It does have 5 millisecond response time for fast responses. 20 million to 1 dynamic contrast ratio for more detail. It does have a display port 1.2, HDMI 2.0, HDMI 4.1 connectivity. That's for your cables that hook into your monitor and into your computer. It does come with the AOC low blue light mode that protects your eyes from harmful blue light spectrums. And it does have a base mount. As you can see right here, it's already went up in price since I bought it. At the day of this filming, it's $285.12 here on Newegg. Amazon's got it listed for the same price. I actually ordered mine a couple weeks ago from Amazon, and I actually bought this thing for about $250. But it's already went up in price some. Welcome to technology, right? Let's go down here to the spec sheet. It is an AOC brand. The series is the 90V series. The model is a U279VQ. It is black for the cabinet. It is 3-side frameless, which everybody knows you got a little bit of a bezel that goes around. I mean, it's pretty typical. It does have a little bit of a bezel goes around the edges of it, but it ain't real bad. It is 27-inch widescreen. It says yes. It is 3840 by 2160, which is 4K. The refresh rate, if you use HDMI 1.4, it goes 30 hertz. But if you use the HDMI 2 with a DisplayPort 1.2, it goes up to 60 hertz. And that's something to keep in mind if you're going to be using HDMI cable for this thing. Make sure you got it into the 2.0 version of the HDMI instead of the 1.4. That way you can get the 60 hertz out of it. And down here, it's got 178 degrees viewing angles, which means it ain't going to look too funny from the sides, at least. The pixel pitch is 0.1554 millimeters by 0.155 millimeters. It's got 1.07 billion display colors. The brightness, it goes up to 350 CD-M2. Contrast ratio is a DCR 20 million to 1 ratio. This is a 16:9 monitor. It does have a 5 millisecond response time. It is an IPS panel, so you get more of a actual color reproduction than what you would with a TN panel, VA panel, or something like that. It is a display type. It is a UHD, which is ultra high def. Input video capabilities is digital. Connectors is HDMI and DisplayPort, which I done went over. The power is 100 to 240 VAC, 50 to 60 HZs. Power consumption is typically 35 watts. The user controls on this thing, which is we got source, audio, clear vision, volume, menu, and power. There's your regulation approvals if you want to see those. Stand adjustments on it. It does have tilt, 3.5 degrees to 21.5 degrees, plus or negative 1.5. The base mount on this thing is a 100 by 100 millimeter. It's IPS, 4K ultra high def with 10-bit color, which out there is pretty important to some people. That 10-bit, it's a 10-bit color instead of an 8-bit. Some people would rather have a 10-bit, some people wouldn't. And if you'd rather have an 8-bit, maybe you want to look at a different monitor. It says it's frameless design. It's got a quick release button for your stand if you want to remove your stand. You got low blue mode and flicker free for eye care. The dimensions on it is 17.52 inches by 24.21 inches by 7.86 inches. The pound of the whole weight of the whole box that they send you is 11.35 pounds. Which if you look on AOC, it says the weight of it's like 3 kilograms, which take that over into pounds, you're looking at about 6.7 pounds. For just the monitor itself without the stand. Package contents, it says monitor, power cable, power adapter, HDMI cable, display cable, quick start guide. Particular monitor was first available on December the 20th of 2019. Alright guys, that's pretty well the rundown of the specs and what the spec sheet shows you on this monitor anyways. I'll put it that way to you. Now I'll roll the clip of me actually taking it out of the box, showing you everything that comes out of the box. And at the end I got a few other things I'd like to add to it. So I'll add them and I'll come up with a conclusion to the video. Alright all. Now since we went down through the specs of this monitor, we're going to do the unboxing of it here and see what all comes with it. So let's go ahead and get this tape cut open here at the top. There we go. Get the flaps pulled up, maybe. Maybe not. Or just cut through the flaps too. Why not? Let's live on the edge, right? Alright, right there on top, when you first open it up, gives you a little bit of directions on how to hook it up and whatnot. It's kind of nice that they do that. Kind of shows you how it's packaged. Let's see what we got here. See if this whole insert will pull out with everything on it or not. I think it's all coming out. Alright. Pull the styrofoam insert out and the box is empty. Alright, what we got laying on top here? This looks like the base of the mount for you. It's plastic, of course, this price tag, you know, it is a plastic mount. But I think it'll hold up alright if we're going to use that. And we have the arms for the mount, if you're going to use the mount. This seems to be a thick plastic with a metal plate that actually hooks into the monitor. Seems to be alright. Seems to be pretty good. What else do we got here? Alright guys, and here's the power cable. It must have a brick. The power brick itself must be inside the monitor. And they do give you a display port cable here for it, which is pretty nice of them. We also have an HDMI cable here for you. So they give you both cables for it. That's cool. Color calibration and illumination uniformity data sheet. Huh. They must actually test each and every one of them, or they test one in every 1,000 that they put out. Congratulations, this product is a TCO certified for sustainability IT. Imagine that. Then you have a little bit of a quick user guide here on it. Alright, and that's everything that's in the top of the styrofoam. Nothing else into the top of it here. So we'll get that pulled off. Alright, let's see how we get this out of the styrofoam here. I guess flip it upside down. Best suits the situation. You got a nice little styrofoam bag here that it's put into. Okay, it looks to be like a 27-inch monitor to me. Got a little bit of an AOC branding on it, energy star rating sticker on it. We got some pilling to do on it, seems like. On the back of it, what do we got? Back here's your vase mount, or that's also where the neck of it goes into for your brace. Okay, looking at the ports over here, it looks like you got 2 HDMI ports and a display port there, and the power cable. Pretty standard layout for a monitor of this size and this caliber, I guess. Seems to be, it's a little bit on the heavy side, but not too bad, I guess. And also over here's your little joystick for your power and to make all your adjustments in the on-screen demands. It looks like it does have internal speakers. Let's get some of this plastic stripped off of it here. Got a piece back here in the back covering up the AOC. Seems like we have plastic peel all the way around it here. It was protecting the edges of it. One strip goes all the way around the edge. Okay, that one piece goes all the way across the front of it there. There's one piece goes all the way across the front. Oh well, no, it don't go all the way across. It's 2 different pieces there. Let's get this angle sorted up. Get that pulled off. That actually pulled off the energy store rating sticker. Pulled off. The only thing you have is a little bit of a bezel at the bottom. And the AOC logo right there. The rest of it seems to be pretty well frameless. You got a little bit of a plastic bezel that goes all the way around it, but I think that'll be alright. Alright, do we have any plastic on the neck or the base that needs to come off? Seems like it's pretty good swivel point right there. Seems pretty stiff. We got a plastic peel here on the base. There we go. Not bad, not bad. I'm going to assume this thing's just going to slide down in here and lock into place like most of them do. Looks to be the deal. There you go. Yep, slides right down in there. This one does have a release latch down here if you want to take it back apart. So it looks like it'll be pretty easy to put together or take apart, whichever way. And then once you get back here, it looks like it's got a little release knob back here to release the stand once you put it on. Which I'll be putting mine on a vase mount, but we'll go ahead and put this in to show you how it happens. It looks to be pretty common. Just take it, slide it up into the notches, push it into it clicks. Turn it around here, let you see what it looks like on the mount, on the stand itself. Sorry it's leaning a little bit, but that's my table. Looks to be a pretty nice monitor. Seems like the plastic's gonna be awful fingerprinty to it, but most people don't go around touching the monitor all the time. So guys, let me get reset up here and I'll come up with the conclusion to the video. Alright all, we went down through the specs of this monitor with you. I also did an unboxing, showed you everything that came with it, and how it was packaged, and how you put the stand on it if you're gonna be using a stand. Me personally, I put mine on a vase mount to put it on my arm here for my monitors. It's pretty nice that they give you that option at this price point. It ain't FreeSync or G-Sync compatible. You know, if that matters to you, you know, maybe you'll want to look elsewhere. I've been using it now for about a week or so. It took me a while to get adjusted to the contrast ratio of it and the size of the icons and everything like that. It seems to be a pretty good monitor. For a budget monitor, you know, I think it does the job. It does 4K, and it is at 60 hertz. You know, as long as you use the display port or the HDMI 2.0 port, you do get 60 hertz refresh rate on it, which is pretty good. For a budget entry monitor, I think it does alright. You know, it says it's frameless, so there's no bezels, it's bezel-less. You know, it does have a little bit of a bezel around the edges of the top and the sides of it, which ain't much. They are a lot slimmer than the older monitors, but it does have a little bit of a bezel to it, even though it says it's frameless. I mean, even in the pictures on the Newegg or Amazon, you can see that it's got a little bit of a bezel around it. I was using that for my screen capture, so it kind of shows you the quality of the monitor or how the pictures look on the monitor, and that's fresh out of the box. I didn't change nothing. So yeah, that's pretty well what you can expect out of the box with it. You know, I showed you, you looked at Newegg with me and whatnot with it. That was the monitor that I was using for the capture, so yeah, it does have pretty good color ratio to it, and it does the job. For the price point, you're looking to get into 4K, which I'm getting into 4K video editing and whatnot here on the channel. I'm starting to do 4K for my videos, so I had to get me a 4K monitor. And this is about the cheapest one that I could find that had what I wanted. Yes, there's cheaper models out there, but it was a 27-inch like I was looking for. It's an IPS monitor, which I was looking for. For the 27-inch 4K monitor, I think it's a pretty good purchase. I'm happy with it. I'm actually looking to buy another one for my setup to replace the other 1080p monitor I just put up. I think that's going to wrap it up for today's video, guys. Don't forget to go down there and give me a like on this video if you like this kind of content. Give me a dislike if you don't. There's that comment section. I go through them every weekend on my live stream. And also, I'm also on Twitter and Instagram if you'd like to come over there and follow me. I won't kill your inbox, but I do put up photos of new products I have coming in to kind of just give you an idea of what videos you can expect here on the channel coming up. And also, if there's any notifications about my live show that I do on Saturday mornings here, that's usually where I put up that I'm canceling it or I'm getting ready to go live. Something like that would be interesting, if you'd like to just come hang out with me. I do it every Saturday morning, 11 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. That's when I go through your comments. I answer any questions I can, the best that I can. And if you really like this kind of content, make sure you go down there and hit that subscribe button and that notification bell where you're notified next time I put out a video. I'll go live here on YouTube. And with all that being said, you all have a good day. And I'll see you in the next video or live stream.